Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm excited because I have a brand new collaboration to share with you. I alluded to this yesterday when I shared with you another look using the beautiful Revolution and Tammi Tropical Paradise palette. So I shared with you a stunning look. It was so beautiful. Let's just remind ourselves of the beauty of this palette. So this is the first palette from Revolution and Tammi. So that's the Tropical Paradise. Can Tammi better that though? Can she? Let's see. Now the packaging itself makes me want to go out into the street and dance away because it's bright, it's vibrant, it's loud, it's proud, it's beautiful, and I just love it. You've got that mix of colour in the front there and it just gives you an idea of the shades within this palette. This is absolutely stunning. Obviously a black background with all of those colours there, and I really like that. It's like powder flying through the air. Just love it. It's like, I suppose, fireworks of colour. Love it. It's the Tropical Carnival Shadow Palette. You're getting a net weight of 18 pounds here at 0.035 ounces or 1 gram of product. And it says on the back the brand name, which is of course Revolution, and then you've got the Tropical Carnival Shadow Palette, and it says with love at Makeup by Tammi. You also have the shades numbered, and also the shades not only have the numbers but they have the shade names underneath them. This is also a cruelty free, and I'm sure in the video yesterday Tammi did say, although it didn't state it was cruelty free, it was a vegan palette as well, so it just state they're cruelty free. So as far as the packaging goes, love it. Now what I really liked from the packaging from the original, so the Tropical Paradise, was that it was a sunset palette. Looks beautiful, doesn't it, the packaging? But that didn't translate onto the actual palette itself. It was rose gold, mirrored, beautiful. We all love rose gold. But what they've done with this packaging, so we've just taken a look at that, is to actually transfer it onto the palette itself. So you not only have it on the packaging, you have it on the palette. So that vibrancy, those shades, that beauty transfers onto the actual palette itself. So all of the information that you need, you know that it's from Revolution, of course, Tammi across the front there in big letters, and of course the Tropical Carnival Shadow Palette, and all the information that I stated. So the shade names that are numbered also have the names on the back of the palette, because obviously if you didn't want to keep this for whatever reason, then of course all of the information is there as well. It does also state on the palette itself that it is actually cruelty free and vegan there. So it doesn't say it on the outer packaging, but it does state that on the actual palette. So let's have a little look inside, and there's also something else with the inside that I absolutely love. Now with this palette you do get a mirror, a big mirror as always, and this palette itself retails for £10, which I really think is great. When we look at other brands who shared collaborations, they are expensive, and I know with collaborations obviously the price does go up a little bit, you know, it would do. But with Revolution they keep that price point still low, but £10 is amazing for the amount of shadow you're getting in here. Now as with the first Tammi palette, they had a sheet. They obviously, you know, there's a sheet in here, in that one, sorry, but it moved. I'm not a big fan of those plastic sheets, but like I said with yesterday's video and the previous videos sharing that palette, we can forgive Tammi, because with the Tropical Paradise palette she gave us so many shades for our money. So has she done the same thing with this? But not only that, she's actually changed it. So basically you are getting that sheet, but it was stuck onto my palette. It wasn't going anywhere, wasn't going to ruin my shadows, wasn't going to do that. And what I've actually done is, because I don't use the mirrors, I've actually, with that little bit of glue, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you because I might blind you. I think you can see it there. There's a little bit of glue on each of the corners, you know, like a little sticky tab, I've actually stuck it down on the mirror. So when I look at these shades, I can see it. I don't have to flick the sheet about like I usually do. It's there, so I really like that. Don't particularly like the sheet, but I like the fact that they've gone to the trouble of giving me the names on the back of the packaging, on the back of the palette, and on one of these sheets, but I can stick it there. So I really like that. Now, as you've had a little glimpse of this, Tammi has done it again, because what she's done is she's filled the palette with shadow. These pans are big. They're not obviously huge, but they are big. They're completely filled the whole palette, and I love it. What you're also getting here, another thing that I really like is, because I'm not a big fan of bright eyeshadow looks, you know that. But what you can do is you can do like have a one colour look. So you've got matte there, you've got a shimmer to go along with that shade. Is it that one? Or is it that one? Yes, that one. So you've got that one there, then you've got that one for those two. If you wanted a purple look, you've got that matte purple there, and then you've got a purple shimmer, or you've got that beautiful shimmer there. The same as with the orange, you've got that orange there, and again you could go to that lovely beautiful shade there. Obviously I'm going to get into swatches in a moment. I just wanted to point out what I'm loving about the palette just from looking at it. The same with these greens, you've got that shimmer there. With the blue, you've got a matte blue, in fact you've got a light blue, a navy blue, and then you've got, where is it, that shimmer blue. So basically you've got a lot of shades here. If you want that really vibrant rainbow look or sunset look, you've got the shades to do that. But also if you're like me and you like colour but you don't want you know, rainbow look or too many mixes, you've got those one colour looks that you can do. I could have brought in a another matte palette to incorporate, you know, to add perhaps a matte base, I mean a more neutral base, but I thought I'm going to keep to this palette and see what I can create today with it. In fact, I've already got a look in mind which I'm really excited about. So those are all of the shades, you know, just looking at the palette, giving you some, you know, my first thoughts on opening the palette. I mean, I just love the fact that I'm able to stick that sheet down. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to have it, you know, so I can read the shades as soon as I open the palette. And I just love that, you know, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to ruin my pans. Love it. And I'm really, really grateful to Revolution and Tammi for doing that. Let's get into the swatching, shall we? Okay, this is exciting. Oh, I've just noticed as well that when you look at the row of colour, obviously I've got it upside down because of the mirror. So this top row here is all shimmer. You've also got the purple there, that's a shimmer, but all of the rest are mattes. Again, I really like that. I like everything together. I don't like everything, you know, a shimmer here and a matte here. I like it all uniform, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And even though it's a bright palette, you've still got that uniformity where you've got shimmer at the top, one obviously on the second row, and then the rest is matte. So now let's get into now that feels beautiful. Oh wow, okay. Oh, loving that colour. Oh, it's like a yellow with a hint of lime. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. That would look gorgeous as a spotlight in a corner. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, there are some bright shades, but there's also some really wearable shades. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is, and I know that there's going to be a lot of really bright looks out there, but what I want to do for you today is share with you how you can make this palette wearable for perhaps like people like me who don't necessarily like too much colour, but you still obviously want to you know, wear shades like this. The next one is actually the reason why I purchased the palette. In fact, I'm not even saying the names, I'm getting carried away. So we've got Calypso there, we've got Soccer there, I hope I'm going to pronounce these correctly. We've got Notting Hill there, which is why I purchased the palette. As soon as I saw that, I had a look come into my mind. The next one is Spiced Rum. They feel incredible. Oh, spiced rum. Beautiful. The next one is greens. So greens, you can tell I'm excited, I'm getting carried away. And then we've got short knee, which is the last one on the first row. So there's your first row of shimmers. Let me just get a wipe and then we'll move on into the next row. Okay, so we have got Destiny. Obviously do take a look at Tammy's video where she explains exactly why she chose the names. I know that they're all very, very personal and very relevant to her. But I do remember from the video that Destiny was her younger sister's name. And of course, she absolutely loves purple. So I can see exactly why she would choose that name for that shadow. That is beautiful. You can really see the quality there. Also, there's no fallout. They feel very firm, but they also feel very, I don't know, they're quite densely packed, but there's no hard panning. There's none of that at all, and they feel so smooth, so buttery, amazing. They are beyond gorgeous. Okay, let's get into the mattes. Now I hope, am I going to pronounce this correctly? Is it Juvet? I hope I've pronounced it correctly, and apologies if I haven't. So this is Juvet. This is a yellow. I'm just going to swatch that again. Go over that. It's a yellow, so I want to build it up. It is quite vibrant, but I didn't swatch it at all well. So that's Juvet. So the first yellow. Then we have Spice Island. I'm going to start that again. That yellow is more vibrant than what I thought actually, and what it's done is it's gone onto that orange. So let me clean, that's it. We'll go into that again. So this is Spice Island. So Spice Island there. The next one is Trini. I think you can probably guess why a lot of these are called that. So that's Trini. Then we have Pink Panther, which I remember from the video is a name that Tammy's mum chose for that shade. So that's Pink Panther. Let me just twist round actually. Beautiful. And then we have the last shade on the second row is called Maz or Mass. There we go. A beautiful. Now that is really unusual. It's like a pink purple. It's not like a true purple, it's like a dusky purple. Love that. Now we move on to the third row. Now, when I say this, you're going to know why Tammy's chosen this one, and it's called Girlies. I'm going to carry on actually up the arm. You're going to see the difference. So that is a true violet purple, and that is the Mass colour. It's very dusky purple. Absolutely beautiful. Now we have a Bacchanal, which is this beautiful blue Bacchanal. Then we have Navy, which is called Navy. Okay, it's not swatched terribly well. We're going up the arm, but you can get an idea of the shade there. Let me just clean that up because I've gone into the crease of my arm. There, that's better. So that's Navy. And then we move on to Definitely, which again, I remember why Tammy's chosen that. It's because she says definitely a lot in her videos. So that's Definitely. Let me go over that. I'm going up the arm now because obviously I've got no more space. So there's Definitely. Then we have another green, and that's called St. Catherine. So St. Catherine, let me go over that again. That's better. My skin obviously isn't quite as firm here as it is here. So there's St. Catherine, and then the very last one, and it wouldn't be a Tammy palette if it didn't have a black. So this one is called Jab Jab. See if I can do this a little bit better. There we go, jab, jab. So there are all of your matte shades. And there's your shimmers. Okay. And I've got pigment everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do a side by side of both palettes just to show you the differences. So this is version 1 and this is version 2. And you can definitely see this is a lot more subdued in colour than this one. Perhaps you could get both and wear this as a daytime appropriate look, or if you like more neutral colours, get this one. But if you like your brights or nighttime looks, you could use that one. Obviously I do like to support all of the Revolution team, so I do actually have, well, I have bought all of the releases, you know, like this, because I do like to support Revolution. They are my favourite brand. Okay, so that's the swatches. Let's get on to the look. So I think I know what I'm going with. Obviously you've got a fair idea, because usually I try and match what I'm wearing to my look. So I'm going to go with kind of a yellow kind of look, that kind of thing, and I'm definitely going to be using Notting Hill. So I really love this, and I'm obsessed with this, that green lime Calypso colour. Okay, let's just pop version number 1 away and let's start off. Now this is going to be, as always, a one brush tutorial, I think. Okay, so I've got this brush, which is the Primark Eye Contour brush. I can't do a look without a contour brush anymore, and I think I'm going to go in with yellow to start with. When you pop your brush in, they do kick up a little bit. I'm talking about the mattes. And of course I have primed my eyes already. In fact, I've been out and about. And I always get asked this, how did you manage to get the palette so quickly? The reason is, because obviously I know that it only launched yesterday, how I picked it up so quickly is that luckily enough, Superdrug actually had it on their website first thing yesterday. So I was able to purchase it and then pick it up this morning. So I've raced down, I've been already out and about, and that's how I've managed to pick it up so quickly. So it is available at revolutionbeauty.com and obviously superdrug.com. So I've got yellow, which is one of my favourite colours to wear, and let's go in with that. I've already got my mascara on as well. So, oh, that is vibrant. I think I can hear in my mind's eye some Carnival music playing. Just a shame it's not playing in reality. Oh, very vibrant. You can see, look, I mean, that is amazing. You can already see that. So let's go into that again. And then it's so vibrant that I've not had to, I mean, obviously I like it pigmented, so I am going to double dip, but you know, you don't have to. These are very vibrant, gorgeous, and that is just amazing. I love, love, love that. I mean, obviously, if you've watched my channel before, you will know I'm obsessed with yellow. I'm going to pop that underneath the eye as well. Am I going to pop it under the eye? I think I'm going to wait because I might want to pop something else under the eye. Okay, I don't know what else, because I want to deepen it up a bit. I've got to deepen it up and add more colours, but I don't want to go in with the pink. I want to keep it quite earthy, but I'm drawn to that purple. Shall I go with the purple and see what that does? So I'm going to go in with Girlies now. Or shall I know what? I'm going to go in with Mass. Oh, I'm going to go in with this one. Oh, so many looks, so many ideas floating through my head right now. Okay, so Mass That's that pinky purpley kind of shade. Again, a little bit of kick up, but this is what I've come to expect from Revolution. You know, not too much, but a little bit. I'm just going to swirl that around. It's giving me a little bit of depth. Perfect, because it's not too deep. I'm going to take that now and swirl it all the way. I'm going to swirl it up. Like that. So you can see you've got a little bit of depth there. I'm going to get a little bit more actually. That is a beautiful colour. Oh, works beautifully with that yellow as well. Gorgeous. And it just gives me that depth that I need. So I'm going to, of course, apply it this side. And I'm swirling it round and round, just stamping it on to start with, and then just swirling it, and it gives a beautiful blend, and then side to side through this bit, because I don't want it too high through the inner crease. A little bit more. Gorgeous. No fallout so far. That has blended out beautifully. Looks gorgeous. It looks quite pink actually when you shear it out. I'm just making sure that I've taken it out enough this side. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going into the girly shade now, the purple, and I'm going to then deepen it up even more. Now, as you know, I'm not a big fan of, you know, like sunset looks, rainbow looks, but I do like different, I like unusual looks as well as neutral. I mean, I'm always drawn to neutral or pinks, that kind of thing to start with. Oh, that is a beautiful colour on the lid. That's what I'm drawn to. I'm going to put that across now. I love that purple, that girly shade. It's like a real rich, vibrant colour. Stunning. Love that. I think I'm going to go purple underneath the eye actually, so I'm going to go in with girlies. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Love that. That is very, very pretty. It's one of those colours that when you pop it on the eye, it keeps true to the colour. Sometimes when you apply and blend out, I'm taking it quite low as always because that's how I love to wear the shade, and then I'm just blending it into the outer corner. Yeah, sometimes when you have those bright shades and then you blend them out, they really do you know, change colour and vibrancy, but that hasn't. In fact, I think I'm actually going to go in with navy. I don't want to hit the black because I think that's going to be too deep. I'm going to go into that navy shade now just to add a little bit more depth. Wow. That is pigmented. I wasn't expecting that. Let me blend that out. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting the vibrancy of that one. Let me just, Oh my goodness, take that away a little bit. Now, I wasn't expecting that. I think what I've got on the brush is going to be enough. Yeah. That navy has taken over a little bit too much, and I expected it to be a little bit deeper than that, but that's fine. I'm going to go back in with Girlies. Take some of that navy out. Actually, the purple mixing with the navy is really creating a beautiful look. And what I'm going to do is I'm just getting a clean brush. It's exactly the same, but it's clean, and I'm just going to actually get a little bit of that yellow. Like that. The blue has just totally taken over. I'm just going to go over that with Girlies a little bit. That's better. Okay, a little bit more yellow. So pigmented. Absolutely beautiful. I think I'm just gonna, I love that purple underneath the eye though. That is just gorgeous. Okay, now what I want to do is, I really wanted Notting Hill on the lid. I think I'm still going to go for it and keep to what I initially thought. It's more colourful than I expected, but hey ho. Oh, that mixed with that purple is outstanding. Oh, I love this colour. Oh, that Notting Hill is as I expected. The shimmers in this palette are outstanding. I've got pigment everywhere. Oh, that is just beautiful. That's better. I've got pigment all over the place now. Right, now I've got my little brush I have. Okay, what I want to do now, I'm just going to give you a close up. So that is the look so far, and that's without the inner corner. I'm going in with that Calypso colour. I'm really going colourful. I said the other day that I didn't want to go colourful anymore, but I don't know why. This palette is giving me colourful, but it's also giving me beautiful options. Yeah. Like I say, I just don't like the sunset look. I don't like, you know, yellow there, orange there, red and that. I'm just not a big fan of it. But this is giving me alternatives, and I absolutely love the Notting Hill with the Girlies colour. That is just beautiful. And that yellow is obviously, it's, you know, matching with my top. I can't get my words out. I'm so blown away by the beauty of this. So let's go in with, this is Calypso, so this is the green, like lime green. Of course, you know, like I said before, if you've got the first Tammi palette, that one has like neutral transitional shades, so I suppose you could mix and match, but obviously I wanted to use just one palette for this look to really show you what this palette could do. Wow, I'm in love with that. I knew I was going to like this colour because I just love anything that is on that, you know, yellow spectrum. Little bit of fallout with the mattes. And that is my eye look done. I'm not going to put eyeliner on. I'm not going to put any more mascara on. I've already applied mascara. I don't feel I need to add anything else to it. The eyeshadow speaks for itself, and I've gone with a neutral lip as well. Oh, I am in love with this look. Wow. Okay, so that is the look complete. I really do feel that even though I've got a lot of colour on, I still feel that it's wearable. You know, perhaps if you didn't like the lime green on the inner corner, you could, you know, go with the purple, you know, to match in. But I really wanted to, you know, really go all out and create something that is totally different. What I will do now is give you my little review as to what I think about this palette. You probably know exactly what I think, but let me just, you know, give you my thoughts. Okay, regarding the packaging. First of all, love the packaging. I'm not usually a big fan of a lot of colours mixed together, but it's probably because I absolutely love, my style is, I like black with a pop of colour, and this packaging is really giving me that. I love black, it's one of my favourite colours, but I also like a little bit of colour, as I've just mentioned, really love that. I also love that Tammi is in that lime green, so it's not just rose gold, it's not just gold or silver, it's something different. So even the packaging, different, love that. I also love the little touches, so with Love at Makeup by Tammi on the back, love that. I also love the fact that you've got the shade numbers with the shade names. I love that touch as well. I think it's been very well thought out packaging wise. Getting onto the palette itself, I love the fact that the actual packaging transfers onto the palette itself. I'm obsessed. So if you lose it, you know, dispose of it, you've still got that beautiful design there. Absolutely love it. And of course the packaging, the details on the back are transferred onto the back of the palette. Getting onto the inside of the palette, I'm not fussed about a mirror, it doesn't bother me. I know a lot of you do like mirrors, so obviously if you go travelling with this, you've got that mirror and it's huge. You're going to see your whole face in there, however you hold it, which is lengthways or widthways. So yeah, it's huge. What I really like is the fact that you've got huge pans here. Just as with the first palette, there is no room for anything else here. So there is a sheet, but again, it does not bother me because I love the fact that it's got those little bit of sticky tabs there. Basically, it was stuck over this area as usual, you know, as they usually are. It's stuck here, and the little glue tabs were there. But basically this glue tabs, you can easily peel it off. Really loved that. No damage to the pads, it was perfect. And I can now just glue it, as you can see there, onto the mirror, which I've done. So every time I use it, I know which shades I'm using. I haven't got to faff around by keep turning that sheet over and looking for the shades. It's always upside down, run the wrong way. Not anymore. Really, really love, love, love that. Now getting on to the colours. I did think and hum and ha about this one because when I saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, it's bright. I'm not really into bright shades, but obviously I want to support Tammi because, like I say, Revolution is my favourite brand, and I love to support Revolution by purchasing all of the collaboration palettes. I've loved all of them, but I was a little bit concerned about this one for me because I thought it's bright. And as you know, I've mentioned bright shades this week. I really wasn't intending on doing any more bright eyeshadow looks, but when I saw the shades in this, I knew that you know, it was going to be good because Tammi is such an amazing person. She's such an amazing YouTuber. Yes, I have met her. She's so gracious, so gorgeous, and she's just an all-round lovely person. Not only that, she is absolutely amazing at makeup. And I knew that her palette wouldn't let me down, and it hasn't. I really do feel that the colours in here, yes, they're vibrant, they're Carnival inspired, but I've been able to pull off a look. and it's a look that, okay, yeah, there are some bright shades in here, but it's not just that sunset look, that rainbow look. These shades are different. I also like the fact that not only has she put all of the brights in here, but she's also complemented the matte shade, so purple matte with a purple shimmer, and you know, blues, you've got a blue matte and a blue shimmer, a red matte, a red shimmer, greens, you know. And I really also like the fact that she's added really different shades. So you've got that beautiful lime green, but you've also got that lilac purple. And most of all, I must say, I'm absolutely obsessed with that Notting Hill shade on my lid. I think Tammi has definitely done it again. She's created with Revolution a beautiful palette and shades in here that perhaps, like the greens and the blues, that I wouldn't actually go for, but they are still so beautiful that I'm definitely wanting to create another look with this. And I really like the fact that this shade here, what is it called, Mass, is different. I really like it. As I mentioned, it's a good all-round palette. There is one thing about the formula. I think that the shimmers are absolutely outstanding. There's no fallout, there's no hard panning. They feel quite firmly pressed, but also I don't know, very soft still, which is very unusual, because usually if you have a firmly pressed shimmer, they hard pan. You know, it's very difficult once you pop your finger and swirl it around a little bit, it's hard panned, and it's difficult then to get the intensity. Not with these. None of these are hard panned. I've used a couple of them. I've swirled my finger in this one twice. They still feel firmly pressed in the pan, but they also feel soft and smooth when you apply them. So really well done. The mattes, they feel very much like Revolution matte eyeshadows. There's still a little bit of kick up when you put your brush in there. Some of them didn't swatch terribly well, but on the eye it's a wow. And to be honest, you know, I'm happy to do swatches because I know that you'll all be interested in this palette and what are the shades in here. But at the end of the day, we wear the shadows on our eyes. So it's how they work on the eyes. And in this case, well, I think the look speaks for itself. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm so pleased that I picked this up, and I cannot wait to actually share more looks. You know that you've got a good palette when you look at it and you think, I want to use that colour, I want to put that colour together with that one, and so on and so forth. I went into the look today expecting to do a certain look, but actually I've come up with a totally different look, which is what palettes should do. The colours should inspire you, and this one really has. I think for £10 it's a must-have if you love Revolution like me. So yeah, as always, I'd love your feedback. What do you think to the eye look? What do you think to the palette? What do you think to the design of the palette? What do you think to the shades? I mean, £10 for a collaboration palette is so inexpensive, when there are some collaborations recently that I haven't even purchased because they're just so expensive. So yeah, I love all your thoughts as always, and of course if you have just stumbled across my channel because you are looking for a review and a try on and swatches of this one, then I would love it if you stuck around and subscribe to my channel. So it leaves me just to say I will be seeing you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.